Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Banner Saga 2. You find the Varl near an empty barrel, staring at the darkness. He'd be drunk if there was more mead for him. What is it we're doing, Blood Axe? I mean, honestly, what's the plan rattling around in that head of yours? To get paid, like always. Yeah, and then what? Look at the sky. This isn't some crone's story about stars falling. This is the end of the line. Maybe so, but none of us knows what that means. Whatever comes next, I want us facing with plenty of coin to our name. Bah! I guess that's what this life amounts to. Centuries of fighting and hoarding money for the day you die. You're about to walk away when Sigbjorn speaks again, quieter. Have you ever enjoyed any of this? Maybe a long time ago, but this is all I know. That's what I thought. Like we just do the same things every day, because we don't know any better. We live so long that it's hard to remember when we stopped enjoying what we do. His words make you feel uncomfortable. Keep these ideas to yourself until we finish this job. Are we clear? Sigbjorn nods quietly and stares back at the darkness in the sky. The oh so confusing darkness. Valka Zephyr is speaking quietly to Volka when you approach. Not forbidden, only rare for Valka to have children. So Nichols was like a son. He was not my child by birth. What'd you do to him back in that cave? I did the only thing I could do. The thing we never want to do. Volka's eyes fill with tears. I forced a skip in the pattern, which won't mean much to you. Suffice it to say that menders usually repair skips, or mistakes, in the woven fabric of our world. They cover powerful, exposed threads until all is right, and the pattern is whole. I did just the opposite. You stare at her blankly. By skipping Nichols, I exposed the thread and used that power to end Eyeless's attack. And that cost Nichols his life. Yes, but it's a sacrifice every mender is prepared to make, should it be necessary. How do I know you won't try to skip me when we get to Manahar? Because I can't. It's a conscious choice a mender is taught how to make. Silence spans a few moments. Brave kid, then. The Ravens will remember him in a battle chant. I'm sure he'd have liked that. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss? What do you know about that darkness? Valka stares into the distant sky. Truly nothing, though it feels wrapped in all the trappings of power abused. Enough mistakes to ruin the entire weave. Your anger suddenly rises. More Valka's secrets. No, not on my part, but others perhaps. Luckily, we're headed towards the one place with answers. Any idea why Galahar would abandon its prisoners? I've been out of contact with the council since I departed for Bindal, but it can't be good. If the prisoners were telling the truth about everyone fleeing to Arborang, King Meinolf will have a serious problem to handle. I wonder if that girl, Alette, knows what she's headed for. They're not our concern. Enough talk. Let's get moving. Agreed. We need to get this cart to Manahar soon, and we're not far now. Alright. We have 9 days of supplies. I still don't know where Manahar is. These woodcutters were no slouches in a fight with these prisoners, Spar says, coughing. I've seen weaker men in Warden, and I think this group realizes their idea of staying here is a pretty bad one. You want me to recruit them? More fighters are always good, but what's the downside? Same as it's always been. the old wanderer says. They eat like blasted trolls, but can't find food to save their lives. Our supplies will go quicker. We'll risk it. Recruit them. We need as many fighters as we can get. Got a suspicion you actually like humans more than any other Varro alive, Spar says, chuckling until he starts coughing and wheezing for air. 35 more fighters. It did nothing to our day of supplies. That's good. It might hurt in the long run, but to keep us safe. A large group of clansmen from Bendal have stopped, gasps and whispers among them. What's the problem now, you ask, breaking into their circle and finding a couple protectively holding a bundled baby. It's a curse, an omen, old man says. The child's been replaced, changed. Never seen anything like it. You wouldn't know a thing about this, Varl, but they do. He points to the couple and others nod. A few women holding their children tighter. Maybe the darkness did it. Maybe they have dark secrets. It's a sad, hard thing to accept, but either the babe dies or we all suffer fiercely. Show me the kid. Father hesitates before pulling the swaddling open. Your experience with human children is minimal, but this looks like just any other baby. Look at the head, someone shouts. You lean down and see feathers. Over the ears, small tufts of pale, down feathers. The kind you remember seeing on the neck and under the wings of earrings. If it's an omen, it's a good one. No one harms the child. The mother starts weeping and thanking you. Little Hroker, you mumble. And the father smiles. That's what I call him, he says. Maybe the gods aren't. You walk off before he can finish. Hroker. Interesting. Ah, good! The forage! That is what we need. And the extra fighters to protect them will hopefully turn out well. Several ravens report a large hole in the ground nearby. Oh boy. There's strange marks all around it. One says, some look fresh, others, well. Others look like they've been there long as the mountains. Spar looks up. Does hole have smooth sides? About as deep as a varl, he asks. Men nod and Spar grunts. What's in the hole, old man? We couldn't tell, a scout says. No trees around, just a deep hole in the ground about 4 yaks length across. Your arms were like chicken skin just looking at it. Let's have a look, you craven. No sooner has the word left your mouth than you see Folka look at you. Were you trying to be funny, craven and raven? You ignore her and head for the hole. It's as described. Big, deep, surrounded by scrawlings in the surrounding rock and disturbing. Toss the scout in and see what he finds. The man yelps as he falls into the hole with a pleasing thud. He spits out dirt, swears loudly, and starts looking around. It's not a feigned thing down here, he shouts. Just mud, rock, and he stops, bends down, everyone leans in, strained to see what he's pulling out of the ground. And more feigned mud, he shouts, throwing 2 handfuls at others. Caught off guard, a couple other men fall in the pit. Ravens start laughing and calling for a fight, and for a moment, the world seems familiar again. Unbroken. Alright. I wanted to ask the old man what was up, but apparently that wasn't an option. So what is here at the top? Another Godstone, perhaps? It would seem as much. Wow, what is...
I always respected Big Ladder the Builder, but if he made those caves we went through, well, I'd have killed him myself.
That is an interesting looking Godstone. Quite interesting. Huh. Oh, wow. It just keeps going. No, that's as far as it goes. Okay. Jeez, look at that, though. Look at this. This background. Wow. That is something. And terrifying at that. You knives, watch your step around these cairns, Spar says, hacking. Many a foolish pilgrim have given their life at the base of this frozen cliff. And don't try working one of the stones free either. Or you'll bring the whole damn thing down on us. He glares at all of you, pulls his hand away from a stone quickly. The pieces of Baglisser's Godstone, put together without mortar or daub, represent the mastery of the god's own skill. In life, he traveled the land, laying the world's cavernous foundations and raising mountains. He was ever regarded by the other gods with a wary respect, for one who knows how to put things together will certainly also know how to take them apart. The sound of snickering draws your attention. You see some kids grabbing stones from other cairns to build a new one of their own. Grab a stone and toss it to them to add. The stone you pick is bigger than anything they're using, but they're amazed that you contributed. The kids find a way to support its weight on top of all theirs, laughing and chasing each other away when it's all finished. An uneasy feeling washes over you, and you scan the ravens, clansmen, and Bellower's cart for any threat. Blood axe, Spar says in a tone tripped of all humor. My eyes are too old to trust what I'm seeing down there. He follows gaze and growl. On the distant fields below is a mass of dredge too numerous to count. Waves of them are pouring over the hills, but they don't move like an attacking force. There's a banner among them, Folkus says near you, but I can't make out the crest. You wave off her comment and roar a command. Move! We don't have to fight the dredge. They do not necessarily want to fight. Look at, you can see them in the background right here. Dredge are pouring over those hills like ants. Well, I'm glad we're foraging. Fighters at the front of the company began hacking away at dense underbrush. We'll be here all day if the rest of you don't grab your axe and start chopping, one of them growls before wincing at a pain in his hand. As he says, everyone grab an axe. You berate and threaten anyone not chopping through the dense foliage. The fibrous vines and sticky leaves soon fill the air. Everyone is covered in plant matter. Everyone but Ollie, who is standing at a distance, throwing axes at vines ineffectively. Ah! Folka's cry of agony is uncommon enough to draw your attention. Others start cringing and yelping too. Knock it! Rah! Before you can finish shouting, a burning, stinging pain tears through your arms, eyes, and nose. I think the plan is poison, Ollie says, for taking another drink. Feels around in his pouch and holds out some brown wet leaves. Here, these are counts. These counters. These make the poison go away. The pain ripples through you again, making you want to vomit. What are they? Pewter, no, petrol. As Ollie fumbles around for the names of the leaves, you fall over shaking. When you finally open your eyes, you feel heavy and horrible. You look around to see the rest of the company looks as bad as you feel. Took me time to get to everyone, Ollie says, searching for a cart to something to drink. You might need more sleep to be right again. Alright, let's get our morale back up. Clansmen can continue to forage. We'll go one more. There we go. Do you have anything more you can show me? Well now, I didn't realize we'd be having such a fine lady around. Hope he straightens himself and smiles at Valka Zephyr. Perhaps I can teach you something, and you me. Zephyr looks at him, not amused. Right, Holfi says. Well, where's that ingrate ditch? You two must really do some damage together in a fight. Sure. We'll see what's up. Oh my. What do I have to do? Runic Gale 4 times. Track to defeat 3 enemies. Yeah. And there it is. GG. Cool. I will gladly take all of the extra renown while we have it. So guys, that will do it for the episode. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share the video with your friends. The best thing to do for the channel is to share the videos. Facebook, Twitter, I don't know, Instagram, Tumblr? Maybe Tumblr? I don't know. Lots of places. It's the best thing you can do. Thank you to Anthony for being a Patreon supporter. And I will see you all next time when we hopefully try to not die against this apparently humongous dredge force. And also poison. And also poison. You can level up again? No, you just have that 1 point that's available that we can't spend on anything. Right. Alright, well that'll do it guys. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. DFTBA.